Thank you so much for attending my presentation about why Terapagos is absurdly powerful, and of course you first need to look at its traits. Terapagos has three forms, all with different attributes. The first is the base form, which is both very cute and unusable in battle, so we won't talk about it. The second is the terrestrial form. This pure normal type has some pretty bad stats for a legendary, but makes up for it with its ability Terra Shell. When at full health, all attacks that hit the turtle are resisted no matter what. Think of it as multi-scale, but objectively better. Shit gets crazy with the stellar form though. If terrestrialized, Terapagos gets some of the best defensive stats in the game alongside 130 special attack. Its ability changes to Terraform 0, now getting rid of weather and terrain. While less important overall, this is still fantastic as we'll explore later. Its move pool is also great. Terapagos' signature move is Terra Starstorm, a 120 base power move that, if used when terrestrialized, becomes an unresisted spread move that deals super effective damage to other Terrid Pokemon. It also has several setup moves including Calm Mind and Rock Polish. In case you feel like Terra Starstorm isn't enough, it also has coverage out the ass. With Ice Beam, Aura Sphere, Flamethrower, Flash Cannon, Earth Power, and more, it has the potential to beat almost anything in the game. I've made its damage-dealing prowess sound really good thus far, but Terapagos often fills a more supportive role in singles. Not only does it have almost every damaging move it could ever want, but it's stacked on the other side. It loves running a hazard control set, laying them down with Stealth Rock and removing them with Rapid Spin. It can even threaten status with Toxic and face setup sweepers using Roar, an especially potent choice when Terra Shell is active. That's not to say it isn't an absolute beast on offense. Even though Rapid Spin is commonly thought of as a supportive option, its secondary speed-raising effect is a big deal. With even one boost, Terapagos becomes tough to outspeed without a Scarf and lets it rip through teams. Rock Polish can also be used, jumping its speed to absurd heights, but it does lose out in the hazard removing utility. VGC Terapagos was slept on for a while, but as the format went on, people found out just how strong it can be. There are two main sets it can run, each to great effect. Choice Specs is obviously insane, taking advantage of its sky-high special attack stat. And at this point I want to remind you, Terapagos isn't throwing off regular attacks. No, it's throwing off Terra-boosted, unresisted, 120 base power spread moves that, oh yeah, beat the shit out of defensive Terras. Calm Mind is another amazing option. With support from Pokemon like Amoonguss, Terapagos is extremely difficult to take down and can mass a ton of boosts. Even the guys that it struggles to knock out in one hit, like Assault Vest Raging Bolt, fall to its coverage of choice Earth Power. One cool thing about Terapagos is the Stellar Form's ability Terraform 0. Its busted legendaries Miraidon, Kyogre, and Koraidon into the format, being able to get rid of their broken field conditions is a big deal. Even though Terapagos is mostly offensive, this gives it just a bit of defensive presence, which is awesome as hell. As you might have expected, Terapagos was too much for overused and was banned within a couple days. It was broken in every way imaginable. The versatility was absurd, the damage was absurd, and the way it could snowball games with just one boost was absurd. It didn't really do well in Ubers though. In a tier where every single role it has is outclassed, Terapagos predictably struggled. It wound up in Ubers UU where it's a solid mon. It's a worse Rapid Spinner than Great Tusk, but does have a niche with Toxic and can still deal a shitload of damage. Terapagos is currently at A- rank. VGC is another, even better success story. While it hasn't won a regional yet, it's placed second twice, both times at the choice specs. Each team ran Shiyu, furthering its damage output with Beads of Ruin, and also had Tornadus' speed control to make a devastating offensive core. Here's another fun way Terapagos has changed the metagame: the rise of Pelipper. There's a ton of stuff using spread moves right now, including both Calyrex forms, Kyogre, Groudon, and our favorite Turtle. Pelipper's move Wide Guard is a huge help, protecting his team completely. Everything else is just good enough to make the bird work. Peli is currently one of the most used non-legendary Pokemon with a litany of top placements. Terapagos is not the main reason, but has absolutely played a part. In conclusion, Terapagos is a fantastic Pokemon all around. With great stats and a deep move pool, it's found a home in several tiers and doesn't look to be going anywhere anytime soon. Thank you so much for watching.